Magandang hapon Pilipinas, magandang hapon Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, gayon din sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan sa iba't ibang dako pa rin ng mundo. Welcome po sa ating palatuntunan, Talakayang Bayan. And of course, ngayong araw ay October 9 po, araw po ng Miyerkules 2019 of course. At mapalad po natin na makakasama ang isa po sa pinagpipitaganan natin, no, na walang iba kundi si Ma'am YOLLY de la Cruz. Pero bago natin siya pababatiin muna natin ang tunay na bida ng palatuntunan nito, si Professor Butch Valdes, ang KDP Chairman.
Ang tunay na bida po ngayon ay ang guest natin. Pero baka maguluhan po kayo. Yung kung kita nyo yung pangalan ko nandun kay Cathy, tsaka ako nandito sa kanya sa akin. Kasi po nag-ano kami dito, musical chair. At any rate, ito pong pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay kakaiba sa sa the other things that we've discussed, no? At we entitled it The Future of the Manufacturing Industries. At tunay po na ito po ang future, or at least the start, the initial areas that our country will be going into if it is to go into industrialization. We were not aware of the level of technology that we've already gotten into. This company had started something like 29 years ago, no? But it is a mechanization process. We design mechanization. Ako siya na po ang magsasabi kung anong ginagawa niya kasi I will not be able to do justice. No? Ang ating pong guest this afternoon, walang iba kundi si YOLLY Rodriguez de la Cruz, the President of NISCO Philippines Enterprises. Magandang hapon sa iyo, YOLLY.
Magandang hapon po,
How are you?
Professor. Magandang hapon, Miss Cathy, and sa ating mga taga-panood at taga-pakinig.
Now, alam niyo po na, I am sure nagugulat din yung ating we're talking about industrialization, mechanization,
yes.
And yet,
andito na sa harap natin ngayon.
Tsaka babae.
Babae.
No?
Kakaiba.
Usually, nakikita natin dito yung mga
Lalaki.
lalaki. But all of a sudden, kanya nabibilib din ako sa mga Pilipina. No?
Iba talaga kami, sir.
Talaga. Anyway, can you tell us briefly kung ano yung pinag-umpisahan at ano yung ginagawa ngayon ng kumpanya ninyo?
Ang NISCO Philippines po, when we started, we were importing used machine, mga surplus machineries from Japan. We record and sell it sa local market.
Okay.
And sometimes we can export it back to Japan after. During that time, ang kontaman silang mag-repair ng
Mag-repair.
After na they reach the period of yung palitan ng makina, palit na lang, and then they send out the machine.
Okay.
So, tinatapon na lang nila yun sa scrap, and that's what we're buying. Sometimes we are buying the full factory, yung mga factory, old owners.
And then you put it in running condition.
We recondition the
And
machine.
that way, yung technology nag-generate.
Yes, sir. And we upgrade the machine.
Okay. Yeah. Very good. And then, but of course, meron kayong katulong na Japanese consultants during this time? Yeah.
During the early stage po of the company, we have a Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Pero yung mga Japanese, hindi, since they are consultants, hindi naman not their own Japan. So they come only every now and then, and then balik na ulit sa.
Gusto ko lang maybe highlight the fact that ito pong ginawa ni YOLLY, ang kumpanya niya, nagpapasok, binibili nila yung mga tinatapon na machine sa Japan. Kasi pag aayusin pa nila doon, mahal ang labor, di ba ba? Tsaka meron mga innovation sila, nagiging obsolete itong mga machine na ito. Pero pag dinala nila dito at
Because brand new.
maayos ng mga Pilipino na sa company na pinamumuno ni YOLLY, na ibabalik yan o nare-resell, maski na hindi sa Japan, baka pwedeng i-resell dito o sa ibang bansa. Di ba? In other countries. Ganyan po nag-uumpisa. Nakita niyo po, there is technology generated here, no? By just trying to understand how these machines work. Tapos siguro yung mga nag-umpisa dito, hindi man sila talagang prepared sa academics nila pag dito, parang nagiging uwi doon na lang yung kanilang. Ganyan po ba nangyari?
Learning ground po para sa mga tao natin.
Right. Okay. And so tapos you started to develop the capability. No?
Yes, sir. Because we are one of the distributor. We are the Philippine distributor of one of the Japanese brand machine. The Japanese asked me, bakit ang hina ng benta mo machine, ng brand new machine? I told them because the brand new machine ng Japan is not expensive. So I told him, lower down your price and I can guarantee you, nakabenta. Kasi the Philippine market at that time is not yet in
Ready.
1990s.
1990s.
Not yet ready for the brand new yet.
Right.
So, ang hirap ibenta ng brand new unless mga multinational company. Oo. Yeah.
Anong mga machines naman ito? You were trying to sell here at
The
that time.
mini jelly machine.
Mini jelly.
machine.
Tatandaan niyo po
Jelly
ba?
Ace.
Yung Jelly Ace.
May commercial na sila.
Yes.
Yung Jelly Ace po, yung may gelatin sa loob na maliit na ganyan, tapos meron parang
Nakasil and
nakasil. Gustong-gusto ng mga bata yan, hindi ba? So that was the first machine that you're trying to sell here. But now you manufacture them. Right? You actually manufacture the
We
machine.
manufacture the machine and we export a lot in Japan. Kasi Japan yung market. And then,
Kasi mas malaki yung market.
mas
now,
malaki yung
up to
market.
now.
Ngayon is saturated na ang market ng jelly machine. Not that much. So, ang export namin sa Japan ngayon, filling machine.
Ang maganda nito, for example, ito, jelly machine, no? What they can manufacture is not just jelly. No? It could manufacture other things depending on the configuration na gusto mo, di ba? Pati yung mga yogurt siguro pwede yan, di ba?
Yogurt, and then yung big cup jelly with fruits in it.
Okay. Kanya, napakaganda po. And so from a company of how many people, how many
Ngayon po, we have 26 personnel.
26 personnel. And you're servicing all over the world already?
Hindi pa naman po all over the world. Pero we have US, we have Africa, we have Asian countries like Taiwan, Malaysia, Indonesia,
Tignan niyo
Korea.
po, ang market niya, the market of YOLLY are industrialized countries.
Oo nga eh.
US, no? Taiwan, no? And yet we are hardly even in the initial stages of industrialization because the direction of our country is not moving towards industrialization. Only the initial steps if we decide to go industrialized. And it is important that many of our Filipinos that are listening now, understand that this can be done. And if with the example ni YOLLY dito, pero mo, she's so meek, she's so soft-spoken, but she's handling this big corporation. What else do you
Maliit lang
produce?
po kami.
What else do you produce at YOLLY? Di ba? Yung mga sinasabi mo, everything starts with a piece of paper. Di ba? Sabi niya sa akin kanina, everything starts with a piece of paper. They will design something that is coming from their ideas. Di ba? Ang napakagaling po niyan because yung ideas po, yan ang kapasidad natin. Actually, it's just what we call imagination.
Imagination.
Imagination yan. Kung kakayanin yan, tapos papasukan mo na ng actual. Tapos sasabihin mo, pwedeng magawa to. Di ba ganyan po? No?
Totoo po kayo.
Kaya ko yan.
Pwede na siyang inventor.
Inventor naman talaga, in a real sense. No?
And to be honest po, most of the time, pagka magawa kami ng machine design, papanaginipan ko po yan. Kaya sa gilid po ng aking bed, meron na akong writing paper at saka ballpen na katabi ko na pagka nagising ako ng alanganing oras, naka-note na po agad yung ano yung concept.
Right.
Ano?
We have to, again, I have to interject to appreciate the ability of anyone. No? Basta gagamitin lang natin ang imagination natin, ng ideas natin. And this one, look at it. No? She's probably, before that, you were just maybe a housewife. No? And,
Hindi po. I was working po as nag-work na po ako nasa
1980s?
export industry.
Okay, export industry. She was nandiyan sa mga opisina and businesses like that. But what she was seeing is what inspired her to get into these other areas and the importance of mechanization. Ang maganda yung pagpasok niya dito sa ideas. As she was studying, and just correct me if I'm wrong, no? Gusto ko lang ilagay ito sa ating para ma-appreciate ng ating mga tagapakinig. As she was studying how this machine works, she was learning, di ba?
Tama po.
And then, as she learns, nakikita niya how things work. At hindi mo na kailangan ng special course. Kasi andun ka hands-on eh. Etong machine mo that is outdated, na discarded by somebody, you start to break it down to see how it works.
Totoo po.
Hindi po ba? Parang yung relo. Alam mo yung relo?
Tapos kinalas-kalas mo.
Kakalasin mo
tapos
para
bubuin
makita mo kung paano
Kung binuo.
umubra tapos bubuha mo. Hindi basta-basta nangyaring ganyan yan. Hindi po ba? Ha?
And when we were starting the company, katulong din po ako ng mga babaklas na naglilinis
Pati ikaw mismo nandun.
Opo, kasama ko yung mga tao na naglilinis ng mga maruruming makina. Hindi po ako nakapapagama ng yun lang.
Talaga. Yan ang sabi ko sa'yo, Cathy. Huwag kang pautos-utos.
Ganda na rin.
Okay, go ahead, Yoli. Sorry.
Akala po ng mga clients na yung bagong nagpupunta sa amin, ako is trabahador din. Kasi kung ano yung suot ng mga tao ko,
Yun din ang suot
ganun din
mo.
ang suot ko, na naka-t-shirt din po ako na pantrabaho. Ganun din. So, pag nagtanong yung customer na ano yung makina, ano yung meron kayo, pag nag-explain ako, saka lang nila marirealize, saka lang sila magtatanong, bakit itong babaeng ko yung sinasagot niya? And then, hindi pa nila tatanungin kung ako ari or sino ba ako. Tatanungin nila yung namin.
Kasi pareho lang suot.
Sino ba yung sino ba yung babae na yun? Saka lang, pag nalaman niya na sabi ng tao ko na siya po yung boss na, ganun ba?
Totoo yun. Experience ko yun, sir eh. Nagtanong ako sa mga tao niya. Sabi ko, sinong actually, kung hindi ako kasama nila sa DOST, project visit na hindi mo siya aakalain na siya mismo yung kasi tinitignan ko siya, paano ng isang babae magagawa niya itong trabahong panlalaki At hindi lang yun, nakakasama mismo ng mga ano. Biruin mo, sabi ng mga empleyado niya. Talagang kasama nila from scratch na hanggang sa bubuin nila, hanggang sa kung paano yung kung paano patatakbuhin ng smooth at maayos yung mismong makina. At ang isa sa nakakatuwa doon, na experience nung narinig ko mismo sa mga tauhan niya. Of course, hindi siya mismo yung kundi mga tauhan niya talaga. Syempre, magagaling din yung mga engineers niya eh. Iba't ibang discipline to. Pero sabi ko sa kanila, hindi kayo nag-iisip na magkaroon ng sariling company or lumipat na naku ma'am, hindi ma'am, wala na kami makikitang amo. Ganun eh. Mahal na mahal siya ng mga tauhan niya.
Biro mo, kasama niyang nagtatrabaho doon, puro grasa ang kamay niya, di ba? Ganyan din. But you mentioned, kanina we were talking about, kasi pag sinabi natin pong mechanization, no? The industrial term for moving towards is called robotics. No? Gusto sabihin, meron ng involvement ng computers. No? Kasi po yung mga lalagay mo sa isang linyang ganyan, tapos i-cover mo siya ng takip o kung ano-anong gagawin mo, kailangan po yun computerized no? Para magawa mong naka-program. Okay. Na-mention din ni Cathy itong DOST. Isa namin pong tinanong kay YOLLY before the show was the involvement of DOST. Baka hindi niya sabihin ngayon dito, pero ako naman sasabi. Alam niyo po si YOLLY, iniimbita ng DOST nung minsan sa isang seminar para matuto daw itong mga nasa industry nitong 4.0.
Industry 4.0.
Industry 4.0. It's like a robotics program. No? Or, tahimik lang po si YOLLY. Nag-attend din siya nung sa seminar. Pero tahimik lang po siya. Matagal na po niyang ginagawa sa factory niya. At sa DOST, bago pa lang idea. Pero matagal na niya pong ginagamit. Ibig sabihin, medyo okay lang yon at makapagtulong ang DOST. Ang nakakalungkot lang, sana mas maitulak pa. Hindi lang sa mga seminar, no? Pero there has to be some other so that we can push ideas like this into a bigger manufacturing capability. Kasi biro mo, I am sure that ang markets mo, although it is improving, no, pa ibang binibentahan, sometimes that is limited by your size. Kasi you cannot accept orders, no, from others, no, that you will not be able to meet the deadlines, right? I need this in 6 months. Nakatengan na lahat yung mga ibang ginagawa mo. Andito lang ang tao mo. And ang skilled labor, this needs skilled labor, no? Is only this much, no? Di ka pwedeng ihingi ng more than what you can produce. Mapapahiya ka. Pag na-delay ka, masisira ka. So I can understand the kind of problem. But if government intervenes correctly, not for them to take over, but to intervene and back you up, you can increase that capability. No? Example, that capability can be started by government helping you set up a training center. And the training center will be your source of technicians, right?
Magiging manpower source mo yun.
Manpower source mo. Pero sa'yo lang yan. Dahil sila ang mag-ano eh. Tapos, makokontrol mo yung hands-on tsaka yung theory. Di ba? Yun lang ang unang nang ibigay. No? Itulong para ma-increase. Pagkatapos, if si YOLLY needs to import, she needs to import certain components as that PLC. Ano ba yung PLC?
Yung programmable logic controller. That
Okay.
controls po yung system ng
System. Yung itong PLC, ito po yung parang pinaka-brain ng machine, di ba? Kakayanin siguro natin eventually itong ganitong klase. Pero as of now, ang medyo lamang yan sa buong mundo, ang Hapon, no? Ang Japan and Germany, right? Oo. So, i-import pa natin yan dyan. But hindi natin tulungan ang company like this sa importation of this, no? Mabigyan ng incentive, mabigyan ng tax break, mabigyan ng whatever, no? And financing for this and so on. Para mas mabilis, no? At mas malaki, nag-i-increase ang capability mo. And it will be the kind of support that the government can give, which will be appreciated by industries, the start of industries like YOLLY. YOLLY will probably, I hope you live long, no? You will probably be leading a machine tool industry that is needed in industrialization, no? Very important po ang machine tool, very important steel manufacturing, well, among other things, fertilizer manufacturing. But in every manufacturing setup that we will go into, kailanganin ng kumpanya ni Dios. No? Everything. Nothing now works without PLC. Right?
PLC stands for Programmable
Logic
Controller.
Yung parang pinaka-utak.
O pinaka-brain.
Even sa computer, meron.
Yeah. Okay.
That controls the computer system.
Pero ma'am, sa tagal niyo po sa ganyang industriya, ano yung mga nagiging challenge? Yung mga bagay na minsan kailangan nyo pang mag-produce ng marami o maraming gusto magpag. Ano yung nagiging dahilan? Una, dahil kumbaga parang mahal. Sinasabi ng iba, wala na bang tawad dyan? Kasi siyempre, milyon din naman ang halaga. Meron po bang way para medyo mas mababa siya? Or yung mga challenges?
Yes, meron naman. Depende sa yun nga, yung mention ko sa inyo, we are introducing the industry 4.0 now on our. Pero yung ibang companies, the small companies, let's say the MSME, are not yet ready for the industry 4.0. So they prefer yung mga selector switch type instead of yung naka-touch screen ka na lang na pipindot-pindutin mo na lang. Of course, yung cost ng machine is more expensive with the automatic na touch screen ka na. Oo. Yung iba naman is takot silang pumunta sa automation na gano'n na totally automized kasi yung mga tao nila is galing probinsya, yung mga operator nila, hindi nila takot silang mag-operate. Marami kaming experience. Takot silang mag-operate ng naka-touch screen na.
Ano pong ginagawa niyo? Paano niyo po ina-address yung mga?
We train the operator. We teach them, pag-deliver namin ng machine, andyan yung we ask them to take a video while we are explaining the machine function. Pagka nag-operate na yung machines, we ask them to take the video para
Pwede nilang
balikan. And then, mas gusto namin yung nagkakamali sila kaagad.
Maaga pa.
Maaga pa lang, na-address namin kaagad yung problema na this should not be done, mali mo, sa susunod, hindi na yan. Pero kung, let's say, nakaalis na kami dun sa site and then nagkamali sila, doon sila kabado. Yung,
stuck na rin yung operation.
Natatakot na yung mga operator, takot na silang,
troubleshoot or whatever.
Sabi ko nga sa kanila, it's like, ang machine kasi is like a cellphone. we have to upgrade them. We will not stay on the analog system.
You have to go digital. But even in the digital, because of the requirements of the product that get into the market, you even improve that. Ganyan talaga, innovation, hindi ko ba?
Pero, nagkakaroon po ba ng isang epekto yung pakataas ng halaga po ng kuryente po natin ngayon eh? Meron po ba siyang contribution yung halaga ng kuryente, taas ng kuryente natin dun sa presyo po ng
Yes, kasi yung mga computerized na, mas less na yung yung electrical consumption. Mas nalilesen yung electrical consumption. Digital
Pag pumasok from analog, mas malaki ang gastos sa kuryente pag analog kaysa sa digital. Tama. That's true naman. No? Pero ang ibig sabihin, dito pag as far as electricity is concerned, kailangan may backup pa rin yan dahil nag-fluctuate ang electricity,
ang
di ba?
kuryente natin is hindi consistent ang flow ng
Kailangan meron kang regulator. Kasama po yun, di ba?
Nire-request din po namin yung end user to provide the power supply regulator.
Ganyan yan.
So, ibig sabihin po, sa karanasan po ninyo, hindi steady yung daloy ng kuryente.
Dito sa atin.
Lalo na sa mga provinces. So, kailangan meron silang voltage regulator.
Kundi mas matagal ang mas magrabe ang breakdown. No?
At malamang masira yung machine.
Pwede.
Yes.
Kasi pag biglang mawawala, tapos
Biglang pasok.
magsa-search, no?
Biglang yung...
Kasi puro electrical wires yan. No? So there is a tendency. You cannot use thick electrical wires on something that needs very fine, di ba? Yung very fine na yung paglagyan mo ng electric surge,
fiber optic na
pwedeng pwedeng mag-break, mag-short, di ba? Gusto ko lang malaman din ng ating kasi baka makalimutan natin kung kasama tayo dito sa kwentuhan natin eh. Baka kami lang ang nagkikwento dito. Yung alam niyo po si YOLLY, siguro there, I don't know, I must have missed something, but about 10 to a dozen noodle making machines in the Philippines now, no? And all of these are manufactured by YOLLY de la Cruz. Dito po from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. No? Noodle machines, yung pong mga
Mickey, noodles,
the
fried noodles, and the dried noodles.
Fried noodles, yung pong nakikita nyo, no? Galing po sa machines na she manufactured and she's been able to sell dito po sa iba-ibang lugar ng atin. At meron pa po siyang ibang magagawa because hindi lang po sa food, no? Kundi other areas din, no? Di ba po? Mga pharmaceuticals, no? Cosmetics, ganyan. Yeah, lahat po halos basta kailangan ng mechanical process or kailangan ng yung mass production or something like that, no? Yung po ang masusuportahan na natin dito. Of course, yun nga, sana mas malaki ang magawa pa ni YOLLY. But I was just telling her, sana you will live long because you don't know.
Kailangan kayong dalawa parehas mabuhay ng matagal.
That's why, Sir Boots, yung idea, my ideas in mind, I don't keep it to myself. I share the ideas kasi I don't want to be considered as useless, how can I say, useless fellow na having a lot of ideas but using for nothing.
Yes, correct. And yan ang importante po sa atin legacy. Afterwards, no? When God gives you a gift, tapos na-share mo to, no? Yun ang dapat
At least
pinakamasaya
na
na tayo, di ba? Na-share mo yung hindi yung yung idea. Alam mo mabubuhay yung idea. At yung initiative ng tao because you become an example, no? An example for this. I'm sure you have been given many awards already.
Yes.
Di ba?
Maraming award yan. Pati ba DTI, nabigyan na po kayo ng award, di ba?
DTI, wala pa sa
Wala pa.
DTI.
So, DOST
DOST.
Ay, yung Outstanding Woman Award. Wala pa ba yung ganyan? Meron na, o. Tingnan mo, sabi ko sa iyo.
Galing mo, sir, ah.
Sigurado naman yan na it will not go completely unnoticed. No? At makikita na ma-appreciate po ng tao yan.
Saka malaking tulong na rin po ang DOST sa amin.
Yeah, well, yun nga lang natin, no? Sana, alam ang problema din sa atin, yung national objective must be very clear. Kung ang national objective natin, magpadala ng overseas workers, hindi masama para sa pero sabihin natin yun ang national objective. Pero ang overseas Filipino workers natin, no? Most of them are forced to go abroad because there is no work here, no? But if there was an industrialization here, they will not have to leave their families.
Correct.
That's the whole point there. So if we move towards that, at least in the future, no? Natin yan. So that national objective should be moving towards agro-industrial projects. And agro-industrial projects that will require your knowledge and participate in that because it could be in anything practically, no? As long as you know how to use that PLC, no? And eventually one day, again, with our capability, baka tayo nang magmamanufacture ng PLCs. No?
Sooner or later, we will go.
Aabot din tayo dun
Aabot din tayo.
Yun ang meron ka
Pero,
ba?
Ma'am Yolly, ano ang maisasuggest niyo sa hanay ng ating daan para mas lalo pang lumago yung industriya po ninyo? Siyempre, mas maganda, mas marami kayo. Diba? Katulad nga ng gusto nyo matuto. Diba? Tapos, gusto nyo may tinuturuan po kayo, mas marami, mas maganda. Pero ano dapat yung mga tulong pa na kailangan para mas lalo pong lumakas yung industriya po?
Actually, in terms of help from the government, kailangan natin yung, of course, sa industry namin, we need additional equipment and funding para sa pambili ng mga upgraded and modern facilities.
Yung tinatawag nilang machine tools, what they need, no, to manufacture, di ba? Di ba that is what you will be needing?
Yes, sir.
Which we are not yet manufacturing here.
Oo.
Kasi we have to import it.
Oo.
Kasi alam mo, ang pinagbabasihan nitong machine tools na ito ay before you can make that, you have to have a steel industry.
Yes.
You need a factory that produces factories. Di ba?
Tama.
Na? So kung hindi ka nagpo-produce ng bakal, hindi ka makakagawa ng machine
Obligado
tools.
kang mag-import.
You will have to import and it's expensive. This is where government must, at sinasabi niyo, this is where government must support.
And what we do now for those items na hindi namin kayang gawin sa facility, we have it made by other companies bigger than us.
Right. Kuminsan meron ng konting capability dito na doon na lang nila papagawa.
Although lumalaki yung
Cost.
Yung cost niya.
Siyempre, may profit din gagawa.
So, ang laki palang bagay kung ang talagang katulad ng lagi nating sabi ka, Butch, kinakailangan tignan to ng gobyerno, yung manufacturing industry, actually converting the service economy to a producer economy. Para you produce more manufacturing industry, at siyempre nakasalig pa rin yun sa energy,
Eventually,
program.
ang ating is really energy. We cannot put up a good steel industry. We
Yes.
cannot even run our trains
Yes.
if you don't have a reliable source of energy. Kung ang energy mo solar tsaka wind, hindi magpapaandar ng train yan di ba? Kung ang energy mo is coming from oil, it's so expensive. Binomba lang yung ko, ganyan, hindi pa nga tinataas na agad ang kuryente. We need the nuclear energy development program. Buti nga ang presidente tinutukan itong nuclear energy pagdating niya sa Russia. Pero ang hindi pa alam ng presidente, medyo yung advisors niya sa gobyerno ay medyo linilihis siya. Pinakamasakit na narinig ko, sabi ng presidente, naka-outline pa lang yan, pero kailangan daw palitan ng ating saligang batas dahil may prohibition na hindi tayo dapat mag-nuclear. We should be nuclear free. And this is wrong because the saligang batas says we should not have nuclear weapons, not nuclear energy. Ang laki pong diferensya no? So medyo may advisor ang presidente nang lilihis sa kanyang pag-iisip. Ayaw tayong mag-industrialize. Okay, that's another topic, pero may mga texters na tayo.
Ayan.
Sige, basahin mo.
Kay Ricardo Domingo. Sabi ni Ricardo, good PM sa inyong tatlo. Magandang hapon din po. And kay Fernando Rosales, yan, present daw siya. Si Annabelle Tashiro, good afternoon, watching from Tokyo, Japan. Yan. And si Luchi Melchor, watching from Japan. Ako, marami tayong watchers ngayon from Japan. Kay Reggie Maloloy on Avenido, good afternoon po sa inyong watching here in South Korea. And kay Litz Bakaricas Tobadesa, good afternoon sir and ma'am, watching from Malaysia. Wala ba tayong from Philippines?
Hindi, yung iba yata baka Philippines.
So mamaya, anyway, titignan natin. Sa lahat po ng ating mga tumutunghay ngayon sa ating Katipunan channel, of course, maaari po kayong mag-send ng message dito sa ating Katipunan channel, Facebook page. Or maaari po kayong mag-text sa 0915-2584-091. And always stay tuned sa ating Katipunan channel dahil marami po kayong matutunghayan. Lalo na po every Tuesdays or Thursdays. Dahil meron pong Talakayan Bayan with Professor Butch, Valdes, Tony Casino, and RJ Avellana. Kaya abangan nyo po yan. And of course, ang tuklasin natin every Wednesday and Friday. Lagi po kayo tumuhay, 4 to 6 po yan. And marami po tayong mahahagilap na katulad ni Ma'am YOLLY de la Cruz, di ba, Cabbage?
Bakit yung kanyang curriculum vitae hindi mo binasa?
Ayaw.
Yung mga awards niya, gusto natin marinig.
Ang awards po is sa akin yung mga plaque is just a decoration for me. Although nakaka-proud po pagka binibigyan kami ng award. But
recognition.
But ang importante po sa akin, yung mga taong, sa dami ng taong nagpapasalamat every time natin. And that's what is more important.
Dito sa industriya nyo, siyempre meron kang original ideas, tapos kino-convert niyo po ito sa reality. Di ba kayo natatakot na gagayahin kayo ng iba o kukunin yung idea niya?
Na-experience na po namin yan when our machine, the cup sealing machine was copied 100%, including the catalog by alam nyo na yung mga countries na galing ng gaya. Including the catalog and the model nandoon.
Wow.
So, na-experience na po namin yan. And not only that, may mga machines din po kami na dapat ipapapatent namin. I stopped applying for patent na experience. Sabi ko, we just keep to our commitment to produce good machines
Gusto sabihin,
and
excuse me.
satisfaction.
Correct. Gusto sabihin yung patent, yung kinopya, word for word, pati na yung
Pati po yung
picture.
catalog, pati
Catalog.
yung picture ng model. kinopia.
Nakapatent yun?
Hindi po.
Ay, hindi. Okay. I can tell you that the one who copied the work of YOLLY in YOLLY's company, pati yung catalog, eksakto, is coming from an industrialized country. Hindi po yung mga maliliit na bansa ng walang kakayanan. Ang kumopya po nun ay coming from an industrial. Can you imagine? Tayo pa ang kokopyahin on something which is supposed to be for industries,
Yes.
hindi po ba? At yung pong attitude ngayon na sinabi ni Yoli, hindi na siya nagpapapatent, but she is confident that whatever she comes up with, even if they copy it, she will be coming up with more and more ideas ahead of everybody else. And that is the greatest compliment you can get
Totoo po yan.
if you get copied. Hindi po ba?
Iba ang original, di ba?
And we are happy with what we're doing now. Although, hindi lahat ng gusto ng client namin na pagbibigyan namin agad-agad.
Mhm.
And ang clients mo namin is, since we have a lot of orders na they are willing to wait. As long as, ang word nila is, as long as ikaw yung gagawa.
Ganun
That's
katindi.
Oo. Ano nyo kasi, pag gumawa ang Pilipino, lalo na si Yoli de la Cruz, babae, alam mong meticulous yan, Hindi basta-basta. Alam mo, I am sure, alam nyo yung pwede na yan attitude,
Oo.
Hindi ganyan
Ay,
si Yoli.
na-experience si Miss Yoli dyan.
Sige nga, ano yung
Sige, ma'am.
During the first unit po ng machine na in-export namin sa Japan, although the machine was inspected and approved by the Japanese, yung aming counterpart sa Japan before we ship it out. Yung machine na yon ni-reject ng Japan nung nasa Japan na mismo. But they approved
tested it
They tested it here. Umubra, in-approve nila. So we shipped the machine. Pagdating sa Japan, we discovered yung mga Filipino attitude, working attitude pagdating sa trabaho. Pwede yan. Daya dito, daya doon. And shortcut. And then, yun yung naging learning ground namin to improve more and to compete with the Japanese quality. Kasi the Japanese quality is talagang almost 100% perfect na yan eh. So,
Kanya tawag natin sa kanila denumero di ba? Wala silang isa-shortcut. They have to go to that specific process.
Yes, sir. Kaya during that time when we experienced that rejection, binalik sa aming machine, and pinatrain namin dun sa principal na yung mga tao. Pinadala namin training. And aside from that, during that time na ginagawa yung machine na in-export namin, it was not hands-on. Sabi ng Japan, ang bahala. Because this will be sent to Japan. So,
siya yung humawak.
And since we experienced the problem, the rejection, hands-on na talaga. I expect
up to now.
Until now. Kahit na gabi or kasi yung bahay ko nandun din sa taas ng factory. So, kahit hating gabi, bababa ako sa working area, sinito yung machine.
Subukan.
Sinecheck ko talaga yung machine kung, especially the health, kung eto ba, safety ka. Kasi sa US, pag nag-ship ka ng machine, kailangan yung safety ng makina mo,
Ibig sabihin hindi
hindi
nakakasugat.
nakakasugat.
At yung quality rin, lalo na kung food processing
Yes,
machine
oo.
siya.
Kailangan yung quality
ano
ng
klase
stainless.
nga po ng stainless yung
Yung food
binabanggit?
grade. Pagka lahat ng product contact, use the 316L or 316 grade na
Yung
stainless.
titanium.
Hindi lahat ng stainless is pare-pareho ng. So we use
Pero 316 is mataas.
the food grade standard.
Very good. So you had an experience, but from that time on, ikaw na yung nag-hands-on, na
Hands-on po
Kasi-
talaga ako until now.
yung kinikwento niya, nag-order ang Japan. Since ang Japan yung nag-order, pinagpadala sila ng tao dito para mamahala nung manufacturing ng machine. At hindi siya pinasupervise. So, pagkatapos, nung ginawa nila yun, it was tested here, it was okay. Then, they brought it to
Pagdating
Japan. Pagdating doon, something happened. And it had to be brought back here. No? But this time, siya na yung
Pero
namahala.
hulaan mo ka, Butch, kung magkano yung halaga. Magkano
Magkano?
nga ba yung halaga ng nalugi?
Huwag na natin pag-usapan yung cost ng machine. But it was really a big lesson on our part
Yeah.
na na-reject yung
Yeah, I
machine.
suppose talagang, kasi mag-i-invest ka ng malaking halaga dun sa machine, tapos i-reject. No?
Hindi
So,
talaga
loss
pumasa.
yun. Talagang loss. Kanya talagang
Hindi mo na
mahal
uulitin.
at hindi mo na ulitin yun. Pero ang dyan, hindi siya na-discourage. No?
Nagtuloy-tuloy siya.
Tuloy pa rin siya because in her heart and in her mind, she knows, kaya ko yan. No? Kaya kong ayusin yan.
Lakasan lang ng loob sa negosyo.
Yung pala yung kaya sa at mga kababayan nating OFW ka, Butch, it's high time for you na ang isang maganda tularan natin yung ganyang pag-iisip na katulad ni Ma'am Yolly de la Cruz. Sabi nga lakas ng loob, tibay ng dibdib, disposition, di ba? At talagang yung, anyway, tayo naman mga human beings talaga, Kabuts, di ba? We are, yung creativity ng ating pag-iisip, talagang matindi naman.
Yun ang imagination.
At saka sabayan na natin ng dasal and passion.
Yes.
Right. Very good. Yun nga sabi ni Yolly, yung imagination. Alam mo ba, there is no other creature in this planet
Tayo
that
lang yan.
has the ability to imagine. Na, ang imagine, ano lang yan isip, walang cause yan no?
Oo.
Gagawin mo lang tapos you visualize it in your mind. No? That this can, sabi nga niya, natutulog siya o nasa kama siya, matutulog na, tsaka lang naman. Pag may naisip siya, agad
Susulat
niyang
niya. Parang
isusulat.
ikaw yung din, Kabuts. Di ba ganun ka na
Hindi, pag ganito ako, matutulog na lang.
Talaga, sir. Anyway, tignan natin, Kabuts, kasi may video tayo na pwedeng, wala. Okay, sige. Later siguro mapapanood natin. So that, ma-explain ni Ma'am Yolly mamaya, Kabuts. But, of course, it's already 1 hour na ba tayo? Naka 50. Mas maganda siguro, Kabuts, magbigay tayo ng mga panghuling pananalita po natin, lalo ng bisita natin ngayon, si Ma'am Yolly,
Yes.
to enlighten and motivate our, lalo na yung mga OFWs natin at yung mga kababayan natin, of course, na nandito sa Pilipinas.
Well, kanya po ako nandito, nag-gate crash ako dito sa interview
Hindi
nito. Kasi, I wanted to meet Yolly personally, because just looking at her, at what she had been able to do and reading a little about it, I was so impressed that somebody, a Filipino, been able to go to this extent that not many people know about. And to the media, to the other people that should that are responsible for making this known to the people. This is the kind of news and this is the kind of personalities that we must focus on to motivate the rest of the other Filipinos. But instead, they use other things. They get lalo-lalo na because they are marami sa kanila mercenary kung ano-ano lang ang pinapakita. No? But it is important that we have something like this. If I own a television station, she will be one of the main guests regularly in some talk show. No? Why? Because she will inspire people. Not only is she a Filipino, she's a woman. No? I'm not trying to put down women, no, but it's not expected. She can be in some other business and she will excel in that. But she's in an industry which you don't expect a woman to excel in.
Yes.
No? And only in the Philippines will you have something like this. No? And of course, I am impressed with her humility. She does not come out and she's always careful not to be bragging. Sabi niya kanina sa akin, nagkikwentuhan sa kami, kasi baka po sabihin nila, nagyayabang ako, ganyan. Eh, meron naman ipapagyabang. Di ba? Pero whatever it is, I want, and I hope this will not be the first and last time that we will be with Yoli, because there will be some other things that we want to be talking about. Not necessarily in your, but just ideas. We will exchange ideas in the future in this channel. No? So I'm grateful and thankful that Yoli has been able to accommodate our invitation. But I'll give the last word to Yoli.
Okay, sa mga nagbabalak pong magnegosyo nasa abroad, hindi nyo na po kailangan magtrabaho sa abroad at lumayo sa inyong pamilya. Marami po tayong magagawang negosyo kung nandito kayo sa Pilipinas. You can consult us kung ano po yung gusto niyong gawing negosyo. Marami na po kaming napalaking companies. Marami na kaming natulungan kumpanya na although nasa automation industry po kami, hindi po naman kami yung nagsasuggest na mag-automate kayo para mabawasan. It's for them to have their business much more competitive as mas malaki ang industry na makukuha nila. And marami pa po tayong matutulungan ng mga tao. I share ideas na nandito lang po sa utak ko na gusto kong i-share sa mga taong gusto mag-make. So, hindi lang po makina yung binibenta namin, but together with the know-how kung ano po yung produkto mo gusto niyong gawin. We encourage people who is already in the business industry to come to us. Hindi po ako naniningil ng consultation fee. It's given free of charge. Ideas po is nandito lang. Gusto ko, I don't want to be considered as useless fellow na maraming ideas na hindi nagagamit, hindi na i-share. So I want to share all the ideas na nandito lang po. Gusto kong share sa inyong lahat.
With that, maraming salamat, Ma'am Yoli. At isa pong karangalan na kasama po namin kayo, nakasama namin dito sa ating Katipunan channel. Talagang proud na proud ako dito, Kapuche. Pumasyal ako dun sa kanyang agri-league, dun sa kanyang booth. Ay, yabang-yabang ko talaga yung kanyang mga produkto dun. Pwede niyo pong ipa-customize kahit ano pong klase. Parang ako yung naging ahente niya.
Pwede na siyang salesperson.
Naging po, naglapitan po lahat. Tapos pati yung sabi ko, dapat pala 3 araw ako nandito.
And by the way, to be honest po, we don't have salespeople for our machine. Ang machine po namin, ang nagiging promotion namin sa aming company is just the exhibition. We want to show people na yung machine namin is kung paano siya function. And etong mga taong to na interested sa machine, hindi po sila pinupuntahan ng ahente dahil wala po pupunta sa kanilang ahente,
Right.
kundi sila po yung pupunta sa amin.
Uh,
And yung mga bumili na po ng machine sa amin, sila po yung nag-share ng experiences nila sa amin. Sila pa yung nagpo-promote namin, o dito kayo bumili. O dito
meron
kayo
kayong
bumili.
showroom sa NISCO?
Yung showroom po namin is the same thing as the factory.
Okay. Which is, can we announce where your factory is?
Yes po, our
Di,
factory
ano mga-
po is, yung aming factory po, dalawa po yun. Isa po sa number 40 T. Santiago Street, Tanumay West, Valenzuela, and the other one po is nasa 101
Mhm.
the same T. Santiago Street in Limona.
At may
Okay.
Facebook page din po sila. Pwede niyo pong i-announce.
Yes, we have our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/NISCOFilms.
Okay.
Dali
So,
nila makikita.
NISCO Philippines. NISCO. NISCO Philippines Enterprises. So yan po ang pangalan ng korporasyon if you want to check it out and try to
And
get.
pwede rin po silang mag-email sa amin directly. Ang aming email address is niscopils, niscopils@gmail.com.
At pwede rin po silang tumawag sa telephone number na
At pwede rin po kayong tumawag sa aming telephone number 8294-2222, and ang aking cellphone number po is 0918-900-8,000. Pwede po
Okay.
kayong mag-text, pwede po kayong mag-Viber, or pwede po kayong mag-messenger sa akin anytime. And we make it sure na when you send us message, we reply to you within 24 hours.
Very
yun,
good.
napakinggan niyo po yung ang mensahe ng ating bisita ngayong araw na ito. At sana naman po ay may nakapulutan po kayong impormasyon at aral na rin, dahil talagang yung karanasan ni Ma'am Yolly de la Cruz ay hindi natin pwedeng tawaran yung kanyang karanasan pagdating po sa manufacturing industry. At sana po, no, katulad ng lagi pong tinutulak ng Katipunan ng Demokratikong Pilipino, ng KDP in particular, kasama pa rin ang ibang organisasyon katulad po ng Save the Nation Movement, na mapalitan mula sa service economy ang ang programa ng ating pamahalaan pagdating sa ekonomiya into a producer economy, upang ating mga kababayan ay umunlad ang buhay at ang ating bansa mismo ay talagang sumulong. The New Renaissance Philippines nga ang laging sinasabi ni Professor Butch. With that, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga tumuhay sa ating palatuntunang Talakayan Bayan. Hanggang sa muli po, sa muling pagtatanghal po ng Katipunan Channel. Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat.